Tonight on the Muskie Daily.
Students had the chance to taste local wine.
And New Concord and Muskegon University come together to stop hunger.
Welcome to the Muskie Daily. I'm Matt Triola.
And I'm Rachel Schlarb.
The annual Fall Festival is blowing into New Concord from October 9th through the 11th. There will be activities at the National Road Zane Gray Museum on Saturday, October 10th. The projects include the construction of scarecrows, making slime, and picking the decorating of pumpkins. There will also be hot dogs, s'mores, and cider available. The events are free of admission and are open to the public between 10 and 2 in the afternoon. The National Zane Gray Museum, which is located 8850 East Pike, Norwich, is about 5 miles out of New Concord.
Muskingum students learn how to drink professionally. Muskingum students went to the Terracotta Vineyard in New Concord for Nibbles and Sips, a professional wine tasting event. While students were there, they got an opportunity to try different wines with paired foods.
What you like with wine is what you eat with wine. If you like Oreo cookies with your wine, Oreo it up. Like, it's all about your own taste.
50 students came to the event. Nibbles and Sips is an organized by alcohol awareness programming, which is part of student affairs.
It's always a popular event, and I feel like the students really enjoy it and learn a lot from it. It's an opportunity for them to kind of grow and learn to be that professional, even if alcohol is present.
The Southeastern Ohio Symphony Orchestra will be kicking off its concert season at Muskegon University. The group's first concert will be held in Brown Chapel on October 18th at 7 in the evening. It will be under the direction of Laura Schumann. The show will feature solo pianist Harsha Aberatne, Associate Professor of Music at Muskegon University. Tickets for the concert are $12 for the public. Students are free with Muskegon IDs.
Last Saturday, around 40 New Concord community members gathered for the Crop Walk. The Crop Walk participants met at the New Concord Methodist Church parking lot. From the parking lot, they walked through New Concord and made their way back to the Village Green. The Crop Walk is held in communities throughout the country. Community members gathered together to spread awareness for some struggle people have to get through clean water and food. New Concord Mayor Greg Adams attended the Crop Walk.
Of the community, including the college community, including the non-college community, and students and faculty and friends of the community alike getting together for an important cause to end hunger in the Crop Walk. And so we're excited and thankful that the Ministerial Association and others took a leadership role and brought us all together to raise some funds to end hunger, not only across the world, but even right here in New Concord.
Crop Walk raised $1,386 in donations. Donations are being collected for 2 weeks. We'll be right back.
After the break, we'll have an updated status of flood situation in the Carolinas.
We have the music. We have the cameras. We have the talent. Orbit Media, where the magic happens.
On the story. On the quad. On the scene. This is the Muskie Daily.
The rain has stopped falling, but the floodwaters and the threat level continue to rise in the Carolinas. At least 13 people have lost their lives in the 2 flood-ravaged states. Making matters worse, at least 18 dams have breached or failed in South Carolina since Saturday, leaving entire neighborhoods submerged and without drinking water. CNN's Nick Valacina reports.
Officials in South Carolina waking up to lingering fears that more catastrophic flooding and new dam breaches could be on the way.
From the river standpoint, We haven't hit the worst of it yet.
Monday night, 8 dams failing, buckling under the pressure of historic rains. 18 failing since Saturday, some areas seeing more than 20 inches. The deluge to blame for more than a dozen deaths in the Carolinas.
Just because the rain stops does not mean that we are out of the woods.
This road collapsed in Lugoff, claiming the life of a man driving with a female passenger. The vehicle careening through barricades. She survived, pulled from the overturned wreckage amid rushing water. In Ridgeville, a chilling rescue of a different kind. Floodwaters unearthing caskets from a nearby cemetery.
That's somebody's family out there. We got to show respect. This is respect. We got to respect the dead.
This man risking his own life, venturing into waist-deep water, pushing a casket to shore. In the hard-hit area of downtown Columbia, the Congaree River peaking to the highest it's been in decades, covering interstate roads, leaving homes underwater and washing out bridges. Now at least 6 nearby states sending emergency workers into South Carolina for added flood relief. So far, 1,300 National Guard members are on duty, crews in Black Hawk helicopters leading statewide rescue efforts.
Sad because people have lost their businesses, they've lost homes, and it affected everybody across the board. It did not discriminate.
The devastation prompting President Obama to declare South Carolina a major disaster area, ordering federal aid.
You would think that the words pumpkins and cannons don't even belong in the same sentence, but don't say that to a farmer of Washington State who is shooting giant gourds almost a mile through the air. Eugene Buenaventura has the story.
John Thompson is a farmer with the heart of an artist.
I've always maintained that Natchez should be the town that Norman Rockwell would love to have painted.
For well over 20 years, Thompson has taken the refuse from his farm and turned them into works of art.
I don't buy very much. Most of the stuff just comes right off the farm. It's recycled.
Arts ranging from watermills to makeshift swings, and his biggest attraction, his pumpkin cannons. Powered by pressurized air, these weapons of agricultural destruction have the power to launch jack-o'-lanterns nearly a mile away. It's an attraction that brings in hundreds, if not thousands of eager eyes every October.
This is probably my pride and joy. It's very unique. There's only one of those in the world.
All of the contraptions were built from scratch. Normally, you'd find them on the internet for thousands of dollars. Thompson says he brought most of them to life for mere hundreds. Every year, you'll find something new on Thompson's farm. Walnut guns, water pump racetracks, you name it. It's a hobby he's not hesitant to share with the community, and one that makes a visit unforgettable.
That's what we're trying to do here. We want to create an experience.
How much would you pay to hang out at Disneyland? The top of the annual passes will now set you back more than $1,000. That's the new price tag for the pass without blackout dates for the theme park in Anaheim, California. That's about $300 more than what it used to be. The same pass for Disney World in Florida now costs $829 a year, up from $654. On the upside, those premium passes will offer some new perks, including access to water parks and golf courses. After the break, you'll have your weather forecast.
And after that, we'll have your Muskie Daily, most sports update.
This is Will Mullins, and I want to encourage you to watch Chapel on Orbit TV Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at 5 p.m. and 10 p.m. Thanks.
Find out what decisions are being made at Student Senate that could affect your campus organization by tuning into Orbit TV on Tuesdays at 11 in the evening, and again on Wednesday through Sunday at 10 in the morning and 6 and 11 in the evening.
Tonight, it will be mostly cloudy with a cool temperature of 54. Sunshine for tomorrow with a high of 74. And tomorrow night, it will be partly cloudy with a low temperature of 50 degrees. Let's take a look at your extended forecast. And right after that, we'll be taking a look on what's going on with your Muskie Sports. This past Saturday, the Muskies lost to Baldwin Wallace Yellow Jackets 34-28 at home. The Yellow Jackets had one turnover while dominating the field with 34 minutes of possession. They also had 205 rushing yards, while the Muskies had 120. The Muskies' Cody Williams accumulated the most passing yards with 329 against the Yellow Jackets, 215. Melvin Smith rushed 61 yards. Baldwin Wallace took a win from the Muskies in volleyball 3-2 on October 3rd. Barrera, Ohio BW's Morgan Thomas had 19 kills and Muskegon's Taylor Fothery trailed with 17. BW led in blocks with 6 from Lauren Gehring, but the Muskies' DeRay Prince had 25 digs and the most of the game. Muskegon had a .223 hitting percentage compared to BW's .185 percentage. The Muskies men lost in soccer against Baldwin Wallace 2-1. Berea, no one scored until the second with BW's JT Tabernick. The Muskies shot back when C. Michael Hillard scored later in the second. Logan Davis won the game for the Yellow Jackets with a goal in overtime. The Muskegon's women's soccer team lost to Baldwin Wallace 3-1 at Berea on October 3rd. Muskegon's Morgan Price scored an unassisted goal in the 11th minute of the match. BW's Alex Elliott, Rachel Bender, and Courtney Schultz all made their goals. That's it for sports. After the break, the homecoming parade rolls through New Concord.
We have the music. We have the cameras. We have the talent. Orbit Media, where the magic happens.
On the story. On the quad. On the scene. This is the Muskie Daily.
The homecoming parade takes place on Saturday, October 24th. To sign up your group or organization to have a float in the parade, a form needs to be filled out at OrgSync. These forms are due Friday, October 16th. There will be a 5K zombie run at The Ohio University in Zanesville on October 17th. There will be a registration fee of $25. All of the proceeds go to the Southeastern Ohio Symphony Orchestra. To sign up and get more information, go to their website at coso.org. The Mind Mentors are hosting Brood Awakenings this week. They are bringing back favorite childhood books, and they are doing this for all the kids. Bring a book or coloring book, and you will be entered into the raffle, having a chance to win a cool prize. Also, a banner will be hanging up so please sign to show your support. Coloring pages will be around the tables of characters, and construction paper will also be there to make cards for the kids. Come enjoy some pizza and childhood favorite drinks like Huggy Barrels.
That's all the time we have here on the Muskie Daily. You can stay up to date on the latest news by visiting orbitmediaonline.com. You can get live access to breaking news by following Orbit Media on the Periscope app. We'll see you next time. Good night, New Concord.